I'm Ranga. I work at Gilt. So I've been with Gilt for a few years now, and I work with the infrastructure team there. So Gilt, if most of you may know, is an online shopping site. It started out as a flash sale site, but now it has morphed into more of a lifestyle shopping experience site. A lot of curated products, and you'll find that there are multiple sections where you have men, women, you have home, and then you have baby and kids. And we have an interesting traffic where every noon we have a spike in traffic, and that's when the peak time is. So we have offices in Dublin, we have in Portland, as well as in the city. The city is part of it. And the history is we started 2007. In 2007, we had a small Debian footprint, just 7 plus 2 servers, 9 servers, and then it was all bare metal. From there, we went on to a much more diversified platform. So it was monolithic initially, and now it's a bunch of technologies. We have Scala as the main programming language. We have Jetty as an application server. And then you have NoSQL databases, which are Mongo, and we have a relational database, which is Postgres, which is the main one. Then we have services using Solar and Splunk. We have frameworks, web framework, which is Play. And we decided at some point to go into to virtualize on our ISP. So when we started, we were on Open Solaris for some time, and then we moved off of it. We went to Linux. And one of the things that we found when we did was we initially started with Zen, and virtualization was just traditional one, but not great performance. And then we realized in recent times that we wanted to do it end to end. So we have started on a project where we are dealing with LXC. We tried out LXC in production. We found that LXC's performance was really nice. The overhead was minimal. And we found it could handle live traffic rather than. So we initially started putting some stage servers on there, run the entire stack on it, see how it goes. It looked really nice. So as a result of that, now we have started using LXC for cloud stack. And we have a person, Spong, who happens to work at Gilt Group. He recently became a committer on cloud stack. So we decided to choose cloud stack. We found a great web UI as well as some great interface, REST interface. So we are now working with CloudStack, and we are trying to provision containers using LXC hypervisor. Why LXC? The reason for LXC was that performance was good, as well as we are getting increasing support on for LXC on CloudStack. And then we also found that we want to integrate all this stuff somewhat tightly to how we deploy things, how we do continuous integration, and so forth. So we have an in-house project we call it Galactica. It's all written in Scala. So what we're trying to do is when somebody wants to provision service under the service-oriented architecture, we essentially say, okay, how many containers do you need? And then you spin up those containers. Give access to people who own the service, and we give them all the access, all the privileges and so forth. So if you blow up something, it's just a container that blow up and nothing else. And along with this, we ran into some issues like Robert earlier referred to with Puppet, how painful Puppet is sometimes. And so one of the things that we decided dealing with it is that when you spin up containers, you run the Puppet just once to make sure that comes up and you have the stack set up correctly. And then you don't mess with it, you don't let it run again. So if something goes wrong, if something changes, you decide to provision entirely new containers. So now we are at a phase where we're trying to test this whole stuff. So we realized that Ubuntu seems to have better support for Leopard and so forth. In terms of virtualization, it seems to be slightly ahead of CentOS. So we are testing on bare metal Ubuntu, we are testing containers as well as when I'm trying to get the entire stack working, it's exciting and painful at the same time. And we also use it to change the fact.